Hey everyone, it's Kara here from Boho, and I'm back with day 16 of 1 month in my bullet journal. So today is Saturday, and I normally don't work on Saturdays, but my husband had to go in for a little bit and he just left. He'll probably be back around lunchtime. So I am going to get a little bit of work done this morning, and I also wanted to show you kind of what's going on here because you didn't see me write this in my journal. First things first, I do want to get set up for today. My original plan for today was to go into the office and train Kristen on some last minute things before I leave, which is what this list is for. However, one of the biggest things I wanted to train her on was how to film the monthly Boho box unboxings that I do here on the channel, because the hope is that she's going to take over doing those for me while I'm gone. However, my box hasn't arrived yet. I thought it was going to be here yesterday, but it's actually not going to be here until this evening. So I am waiting until Tuesday when Kristen is back in the office. She has Sundays and Mondays off. But on Tuesday, I'm going to go in and get all this stuff done with her. So my plan is changing a little bit for today because that was pretty much going to be my day. So my plan this morning before Mark gets back is just to finish up with editing the videos that I filmed yesterday. So yesterday, as you know, I basically was a video filming machine. I did my live Q&A at 1 p.m. and I filmed 3 videos, 4 if you count my daily video. So today I really want to sit down and just get everything edited and scheduled out for the upcoming week. So that's my big plan this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and set up for today, Saturday. Also, I'm super excited because I ordered a new notebook to possibly take with me on the Appalachian Trail. Originally, I was planning on taking a small pocket-size A6 Leuchtturm, which is, let me see, I think I have one around here. Ah! It's this size. This is the notebook that I actually use for tracking my workouts and things like that when I go to the gym. So you can see it's it's a hot mess. It's super dirty because it just gets thrown around all over the place in my gym bag and on the gym floor. But yeah, this is the exact kind of notebook that I was going to take with me on the trail. However, I was getting more and more worried about trying to keep this dry. So I did get a new notebook, and it is from a brand called Rite in the Rain, which I have heard about quite a bit in the past, but they're basically waterproof notebooks, which is kind of cool. So I am going to test it out and see how I like it and decide if that's what I'm going to take with me on trail. I also got a Rite in the Rain pen, which is also waterproof, and apparently you can actually use it, like you can write while it's raining. Like you can write on wet paper. Like if the notebook's wet and you pick up your pen and write, it'll write. So that's kind of neat. I'm gonna see how I feel about the pen. I've actually already kind of tested it in the back of the notebook. I'll show you guys in a minute. I'll talk about it when we get there. All right, little time bar for today. All right, let's go ahead and fill this in. Sleep-wise, I slept in super late this morning, y'all. I slept until 7 a.m. It was glorious. I feel so refreshed and like I just caught up from this whole crazy week that I had, which was awesome. And try to go to bed at 10:30 tonight. And then morning routine. It's going to go just until 9. And then a little bit of work. I do have today on Saturdays, I meet or have a phone call with Jenny, who handles all of our customer service and some of our sourcing for the Boho box. And Jenny is amazing, y'all. Jenny, if you're watching, hello. Jenny is a lifesaver. There would be no Boho Berry box without Jenny. She's just absolutely incredible. All right. So I've got just a little bit of work this morning and then a call with Jenny at 11. And then the rest of the day I'm spending with my husband. So I'm just working this tiny little bit. So here's my plan because it's already almost 9:45. Ew, my watch is dirty. Okay. Because it's 9:45 right now. And I really only have until about 11 to get some work done. Call with Jenny, that might take, I have it labeled here as an hour. Sometimes it takes that long. Sometimes it only takes like 5-10 minutes. So I may have like a grand total of like 2 hours to work with here this morning. So I am basically going to put edit videos. And that is going to be my morning work time. After that, I have a bunch of stuff that we need to do on a more personal level. So I need to meal plan for the week. I usually do that every Saturday. Then we go grocery shopping on Sundays. We definitely need to catch up on laundry. And then usually on Saturdays, we just kind of pick one thing to like deep clean around our house. Last weekend we were in Vermont. The weekend before that, we did the kitchen. This week, I think I'm going to do the bathrooms. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to delegate to Mark this afternoon to vacuum and sweep. Sweep and vacuum. All right, and what I do when I'm delegating something, but it's something I want to have in my list to make sure it gets done today, I usually just put their initial in parentheses right ahead of that. So that shows that I've delegated that to Mark. He doesn't know it yet, but he will soon. And I do this too if there's something that I need Kristen to get done on a specific day. I'll write it on my list and do a little parentheses with a K in it to show that I'm delegating that to her. All right, and that's going to be pretty much my day. I do want to put an arrow on this one to show that I'm migrating it. I marked off film Procreate tutorial and film electronics video because I did, but this one I wrote film/edit lettering video, which I didn't. I filmed it, but I didn't edit it. So I'm just forwarding that, and then this is kind of encompassing everything, edit videos. Yeah, that is going to do it for today. Short and sweet on the planning. I do want to show you that notebook that I got though, so you can check it out. This is Rite in the Rain notebook, and let's show in comparison to size. It's a little bit bigger than an A6, so it's bigger than like pocket size, but it's not. Here, let me get this pen out of here, put my bookmarks in. So comparing it in size to an A5, which is my standard bullet journal, it's a little bit smaller, but it's not quite as small as an A6. So size-wise, I think it's a pretty good size, and especially because I don't have to worry a ton about it getting wet. I'll be able to just easily throw it in my pack. And I was testing out a few different pens here in the very back. It's kind of cool. It comes with like a little instructional here on how it works, what you can write with. Basically, it's a wood-based and recyclable paper, but it won't turn to mush when exposed to rainstorms, heavy sweat, oil and grease, mud and grime, or laundry mishaps. So this is a wood-based paper. However, it has some sort of treatment on it that makes it extremely, extremely water resistant and weather resistant. The grid in this notebook is kind of cool. It looks like it's lined, and I really hope that it will pick this up on camera for you, but it has these fine kind of dotted lines going down, or dashed lines going down, which is kind of neat because I like to do bulleted lists. And at first I was like, oh, they don't have like dot grid. How am I going to survive? And yeah, I found out that they had this, it's called a universal ruling, I guess is what they call it on the website, but it's lined paper, but you can use those vertical lines to kind of guide you as well, which is kind of cool. Then it tells you what kind of pens you can use on this paper. So when it's wet or dry, you can use pencils, Write in the Rain pens, wax markers, crayons, oil pastels, or paint. When dry, you can write on it with a permanent marker or standard ballpoint pens. And what won't work is water-based inks. They'll bead off the sheet. So anything like gel pens, highlighters, fountain pens, watercolors, and acrylic paint. So when deciding what pen I want to take with me, I had a few options. This is the original pen I was going to take with me, the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen. It does not say on here if it is water-based. However, I know that these are waterproof. It's India ink. So I thought I would test it out. And these right here were tested with the Faber-Castell pen. Unfortunately, what I discovered is even if I allow it to dry over a period of time, they still smudge. I don't know. You can probably see those smudges there. And yeah, I was kind of disappointed because I really like the felt tip pen. So I did order the Rite in the Rain pen, which is a clickable ballpoint. Now this is kind of like a space pen. It'll write at any angle, like I could write upside down. It writes when wet, and it has like a proprietary ink cartridge by Rite in the Rain, and it's a pressurized ink cartridge that allows it to write in any condition, basically. So I was really excited about this pen until I tried it out and realized that I still hate ballpoint pens. I'm just not a fan of ballpoint pens. I don't like the way it feels. I don't know. I don't like it. I know that it will write no matter what, but it's just not dark. Like it, I don't know. I don't like it. So those are the only two pens that I tested originally, and I was like, well, I guess I got to take this one that I don't like because it's the only one that's going to write and not smear, and I can write in any condition. Although I don't anticipate like sitting in the rain and writing. So I do anticipate keeping this dry and only writing in it when it's dry. But I like that comfort of knowing like if for some reason this gets wet, it's going to be okay. So here's what I found. I was looking through all of my black pens and I came across this Tombow Mono Twin, and I don't remember where or when I got this pen, but it looks like it's a Japanese version because it has mostly Japanese writing on it. So it's probably Tombow Japan and not available from Tombow USA. I'll have to check the website and let you know. But this is a dual tipped pen, very similar to the Tombow Twin Tones in that it has one side is a 0.8 millimeter like bullet tip, and the other side is a 0.4 millimeter little mini tip there. So I thought, let me try this out because when I looked on here, it said oil-based marker. And reading this, it says what will not work is water-based inks. And then up here it says use wet or dry oil pastels, crayons, wax. All that sounds very similar to me to oil-based marker. So I tried it out here and I'm so excited, y'all. This is the pen I'm taking. So this is the 0.4 millimeter. And then this side is the 0.8 millimeter, which I'm really excited about having basically two pen widths with me because sometimes I like to make my titles bigger and then write a little bit smaller. And you can see like immediately, like it does not smudge. Let me do right away. Okay, it smudged a little bit right away. Let's do like 2 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Smudged a tiny bit. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Tiny, 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 tiny. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. All right, cool. So about 5 seconds is all it takes for this to dry into the page. So that's really, really exciting. And yeah, so I think I've found the pen that I'm taking because I really like this notebook. I was just really upset that I was going to have to use this ballpoint pen. So I am all set there. I'm going to be taking my Rite in the Rain all-weather universal notebook with my Tombow Mono Twin oil-based pen. So I'm excited about that. I know it's not really 1 month in my bullet journal material per se, but I just wanted to show you what I have here and what's going on. So you have a little table of contents, and I'm definitely going to fill this out. So if I lose this for any reason, but it has something like 155 numbered pages. So I think this should last me for the whole trail. We'll see how it goes, but I'm really excited about having a weatherproof notebook and a good pen to write with. All right, y'all, that is gonna do it for today. I'm gonna get on to video editing, and I will see you all. Oh, let's see, it's a holiday weekend, meaning my husband does not have work on Monday. So I will see you all Tuesday. Tuesday morning is when I'll have my next video out, and I will most likely have my lettering and Procreate tutorials out on Tuesday or Wednesday as well. So I will look forward to seeing you all then. I hope y'all have a great and amazing weekend. Bye!